said, like in addition to being a singer-songwriter, I've been a part of the Lion King company for the last 5 years. Did the Las Vegas company, did the national tour. I'll be going back on tour in January. I've had the pleasure of working on a workshop with Hamilton before. Yeah, I was working on workshops in Hamilton before it went to Broadway. Before, like while Lynn was still writing the show, I was helping to work like with him on a couple of workshops. And I can talk about that later. But right now I'm gonna sing something because I can run my mouth all day.
I don't understand the big deal. I think they all right.
Y'all feel free to sing along too if you want to rip. Georgia, the whole day through, just like an old sweet song. Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight on the pines. Yeah, yeah. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, sweet Georgia, one song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Oh, yeah. Oh, other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, sweet Georgia, the song of you, just an old sweet song. Georgia, just an old sweet song. Georgia on my mind. Oh, yeah,
So what exactly?
What's your name again? You Aiden, right? Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
What exactly is your role in the Lion King?
So when I joined the show, I joined as a Simba understudy.
Okay.
So I'm in the. So does anybody know the difference between an understudy and a swing?
No.
You know? What's your name? Yeah, it's all good. You know? You think you know? Okay, so in the world of performing arts, like with opera, musical theater, you have swings, and you have understudy, and you have the ensemble. The ensemble performs every day in the show. 8 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever it is. Understudies are in the ensemble, but they understudy the main roles. So like me, I'm in the show every day in the ensemble, but if Simba gets hurt, if he's sick or whatever, just not feeling up to it, I go on as Simba. A swing is pretty much an understudy, but they don't perform in the show every day. So whereas I perform in the show, there's people who literally like they just sit downstairs like on a computer, like going on Amazon or Snapchat or whatever. But like at the at a moment's notice, they have to be ready to go on. So I was an understudy and am an understudy in the show. So I understudy Simba, and I'll be understudying the role of Ed, like the goofy hyena.
Pretty cool.
Well, unable to perform at the same time.
What if I say that again?
Like what if they both
Simba
bust their
and
stuff at the same
Ed
time?
bust their stuff.
Well, they have, in the show, they have 2 understudies for each role, and at least 1 standby. So let's say like there's a super catastrophe, and like all like the understudies are out and the lead is out, you still have a standby who can go on. So, yeah. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Kiara.
Kiara. Sorry, what's your name?
Be on it.
Okay, cool. I remember.
So is your standby considered your swing?
Yeah, they are a swing. But again, instead of performing,
Oh, so they
so I'm sorry, I answered your question incorrectly. The standby and the swing are kind of the same, except standbys usually only cover principal roles, whereas swings have to learn not just principal roles, but the whole ensemble. A standby is not responsible for learning the ensemble.
Hey, Will, tell them how much the costume costs that they motion for.
Oh man, one of the reasons why it's so hard to get in a show like Lion King, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You guys as artists, if you haven't discovered already, there are a lot of politics in our business. A lot of times it is about how talented you are, how committed you are, but politics play a role. So that's one reason why I hope that you guys are really dedicated to your art, because it will pay off. Eventually, you're going to get a lot of no's, a lot of setbacks, a lot of people. When you know you qualify for the job, you're going to get more no's than you get yeses. But if you're really committed to what you're doing, and this is what you're born to do, it's going to pay off. I'm segueing to the costume question because another reason why it's difficult to get in these shows is because they want to be able to trust the people that they put on stage, right? Like just the Simba costumes alone cost about like $10,000 a piece. And for a $1 billion company like Disney, $10,000, like whatever, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they want to be able to know that if we put you in this expensive costume, we can trust you to be responsible and to honor the work that you're doing. I mean, so yeah, I mean it costs a lot of money, and that's not even the most expensive one. Like there's like $20,000 like head pieces and automated
A little too
things.
clumsy for all that.
That's why your tickets are so high, right?
What's up, bro? You got a question or you lotioning up? What you it looked like you had a question. Yes, hey.
So would there be a lot of times you have the skills and everything, but you don't have the look they're looking for, so they get you in offer?
That's a real thing. I mean, because like as you guys know, like with a show like Hamilton, right? Like part of the reason why Lynn created it the way he did is he wanted to create, opportunities for artists that don't necessarily have those opportunities. Now there are Caucasian actresses and actors in the productions of Hamilton. But however, if in that moment, if like let's say for the tour, right, if they're looking for somebody who looks just like David,
Oh my gosh, yes.
for like Lafayette, right? Then they're gonna, it's a very
Look for that one.
look specific. Yeah. But you will get lucky too when sometimes the look doesn't matter. It's about what you can do. Yeah. Oh man, does anybody in here feel brave? You want to share something? For real?
Guess what? I just happen to have the music here.
Oh, wait, what song?
I don't know, whatever you
I
got.
want you to do whatever you want.
All right, just
I want you to do whatever you feel comfortable with. There's something in there.
Well, you mean something that's not in here? Okay, what is it? Oh, burnt? The one that